Hello students. In last class we discussed about final goods. So goods which are purchased for final use. So in other words, goods which are used for final and will not pass through any more stages of production. So this sentence will come for fill in the blanks. Okay, goods which are used for final and will not pass through any more stages of production. So this was called as which one? Final goods. So there is another important types of good. So there are other goods, that is which are durable character, especially which are used in the production process. Which are used in the production process. Clear? Goods which are used in the production process, they are called as capital goods. In other words, goods which are used in the production of some other goods. Goods which are used in the production of some other goods. That means those which are helpful to the production of goods and services. Those which are helpful to the production of goods and services, they are called as capital goods. Okay, so those like which are used in the production process. Simple. Which are used in the production process, they are called as capital goods. So these are, we can call like example, tools, machineries, factories, equipments, trucks, roads. These are all helpful to the production process. Factories, machineries, tools, equipments, trucks, roads. What purpose roads? That is helpful to the transfer the raw materials or products, like raw materials, and to transfer the equipments. So this is also very important. So capital goods means which are used in the production process. Which are used in the production process. So for example, like machineries, tools, factories, equipments, trucks, roads, etc. Okay, even they themselves don't get transformed in the production process. It's very important sentence. They, which one? The capital goods don't get transformed, but they can transfer other goods. Okay, raw materials into finished good. Okay, raw material into finished good. It can helpful to the convert or transfer the raw materials into finished good. But capital goods cannot get transformed in the production process. Cannot get, even capital goods don't get transformed in the production process. They are also final goods, but yet they are not final goods. Okay, so these are backbone of any production process. The capital goods are backbone of any production process. Okay, production means this is also one of the part. Which one? Capital. So you know that very well. Factors of production, very important. What are the factors of production? Land, labor, capital, organization. That's why, so capital is a backbone of any production process. Okay, so here in enabling the production means that is a capital. So these goods form a part of capital. Those which are helpful to the production process, they are called as capital goods. Okay, so here to enable the production process, to continue the cycle of production, to enable the production process, or to continue the cycle of production, very important goods, they are called as capital goods. So these goods gradually undergo wear and tear, definitely decreasing the value in assets. When we are using these goods, definitely they will go which one? Wear and tear. Wear and tear means that is depreciation. Commonly when we are using goods and services, especially goods, definitely the goods will what we have to do, that is maybe it will come like repair. Maybe we have to we should replace any capital goods. Commonly, definitely the capital goods gradually undergo wear and tear. Wear and tear means commonly it will be decreasing their capacity, their performance. Why? Because of maybe repair, maybe should be replaced. So this is called as depreciation. So capital goods gradually undergo wear and tear. Commonly, example, when we are using bike, definitely we should when we are using continuously, So after some kilometers we should go for service. Okay, otherwise we should replace few things. Okay, so that is called as depreciation. So commonly when capital goods also undergo the wear and tear and they are repaired or replaced over time. So very important. And also the stock of capital in economic process is preserved. That is very important. Compulsory we should repair the things, we should replace the things. Definitely capital goods undergo the wear and tear. Okay, so capital goods, without capital goods it is not possible to produce goods and services. So that's why capital goods backbone in the production process, any product. So any product, this is very important. Which one? The capital goods are backbone of any production process. So example for this: tools, machineries, factories, equipments, trucks, roads. So one of the crucial factor of production. It is one of the crucial factors of production. As you know that without factors of production we cannot produce goods and services. That's why because land, labor, capital, organization. So capital is one of the most important factor in the production process. So simple, the capital goods means goods which are used in the production of some other commodities. The goods which are used in production of some other commodities. Okay, here also we can see durable goods like cars, trucks, refrigerators, buildings, aircraft. So these are all called as which one? Capital goods. Very important. So ultimately, commonly the final, even these goods are called final goods, but yet they are considered as a which one? Capital goods. So these goods form a part of capital. And here any production process, to enable any production process or to continue the cycles of production, compulsory we need capital goods. Capital goods, simple, those which are helpful to the production process, which are helpful to any production process, like any product, any production process, they are called as capital goods. So one is final goods, another one is capital goods. Next, another important goods are consumption goods. Consumption goods, they are also called as consumer goods. Consumption goods are consumer goods. Simple, goods which are purchased for consumption. Goods which are purchased for consumption. So commonly we are all doing same thing. Which one? We are consume goods and services. That is called as consumption. Consumption means utilizing goods and services to satisfy human wants. Goods which are using in the fulfill human wants. So that is consumption goods or consumer goods. So economic activities, this is also one of the important economic activity. What are the economic activities? Production, consumption, distribution, exchange. So consumption is very important. So consumption means use or utilizing goods and services to satisfy human wants. To satisfy human wants. Otherwise, to get satisfaction. So consumption means using the goods and services. What purpose? To get satisfaction, to fulfill our needs. So that process is called as consumption. Okay, consumption is nothing but utilizing goods and services to fulfill or to fulfill human wants or to get satisfaction. To get satisfaction. So in the process we are using this type of goods to fulfill human wants or to get satisfaction. So what are the goods which are purchased for consumption? Goods which are purchased for consumption. So in this we can see like durable goods, like semi-durable goods. So for example, durable goods, these goods have an expected lifetime of several years, especially they are high value. So what are they? Say simple, under the consumption goods we can see durable goods, semi-durable goods, non-durable goods. For example of durable goods means those goods have an expected lifetime of several years. expected lifetime of several years and relatively high value. So example, cars, refrigerators, televisions, washing machines, air conditions, kitchen equipments, computers, communication equipments, these are all called as durable goods. Why? Because they will provide like a guarantee, like warranty, like this in a particular years. Okay, for the particular years they are providing guarantee. Which one? Their durable goods means those goods which have an expected lifetime of several years. Okay, which are an expected lifetime of several years, relatively high value. For example, cars, refrigerators, television, washing machine, air conditioners, kitchen equipments, computers, communication equipments, etc. So these are all called as durable goods. Then semi-durable goods. These goods have an expected lifetime of use of 1 year or slightly more. Okay, semi-durable goods means definitely have an expected lifetime of use of 1 year or slightly more. They are not of relatively great value. Okay, not of relatively, but durable, relatively high value, but semi-durable, not of relatively high value. Examples, clothing, furniture, electrical appliances like fans, iron box, hot plates of crockery. Okay, these are all called as semi-durable. Definitely they have an expected lifetime of just use of 1 year or slightly more. They are called as semi-durable goods. For example, clothing, furniture, electrical appliances like fans, electric irons, hot plates like crockeries. Okay, these are called as semi-durable goods. We are discussing consumption goods. Consumption goods are consumer goods. Those goods which are purchased for consumption. Those goods which are purchased for consumption, they are called only consumer goods or consumption goods. For example, food, drinks, clothing, mobile phones. Okay, these are what purpose we are using, like for consumption, to fulfill our needs. To fulfill our needs, food, clothing, drinks, mobile phones, and also services like transportation, like communication, like education. These are all called as services. Okay, so those goods which are purchased for consumption. Consumption means utilizing goods and services to satisfy human wants or fulfill human needs. Okay, that is consumption. Here consumer goods or consumption goods we are discussing. Under this there are three types. One is durable goods, another one is semi-durable goods, and one more is non-durable goods. So already we discussed about durable goods. Durable goods means those goods have an expected lifetime of several years. Those goods have an expected lifetime of several years and relatively high value. Relatively high value. For example, for durable goods, cars, refrigerators, television, washing machine, air conditioners, kitchen equipments, computers, communication equipments. Okay, and another one is semi-durable goods. Semi-durable goods means these goods have an expected lifetime of use of 1 year or slightly more. Okay, there is no long time durability, just maybe 1 year or slightly more. So they are not relatively high value. Okay, semi-durable is not relatively high value, but durable goods means relatively high value. For example of semi-durable, that is clothing, furniture, electrical appliances. Okay, so these are all called as semi-durable goods. And one more, that is non-durable goods under the consumption or consumer goods or consumption goods. One more is non-durable goods. Goods which cannot be used again and again. Non-durable goods means goods which cannot be used again and again. They lose their identity in a single act of consumption. Very clear? Non-durable goods means goods which cannot be used again and again. Not possible to use again and again. Why? Because they lose their identity in a single act of consumption. Once if you use that one, definitely they lose their identity. So for example, food grains, milk products, edible oil, vegetables, tobacco, and other food articles. Okay, I think clear this. Non-durable goods means goods which cannot be used again and again. If you use once, definitely they lose their identity in a single act of consumption. Definitely. So these are called as non-durable goods. For example, food grains, milk products, edible oil, vegetables, tobacco and other food articles. So these are called as which one? Consumer goods. Even services, you know that very well. Services are non-material goods which satisfy the human wants directly. Okay, services are non-material. Non-material means which cannot be like touch. Okay, so which cannot be seen. So services are non-material goods which satisfy the human wants like directly. They cannot be seen or touched, so they are intangible in nature. Goods are tangible but services are intangible. For example, medical care, transportation, communication, education, domestic services rendered by hired servants. So these are all called as services under the consumption goods or consumer goods. Okay, up to this consumption goods. And one more, that is intermediate goods. Intermediate goods means in name only it's there, intermediate. That is goods which are purchased by, goods which are produced by some producer, used by some other producer. Okay, don't get confusion, just observe here, listen carefully. Goods which are produced by some producer and used by other producer as material input. Very important. Goods which are produced by some producer and used by some other producer as material input. So these are called as intermediate goods. That means a commodity produced by some producer, definitely the same commodity used by another producer as a material input in his production. For example, a producer produced something like for example, take it as a watch, a wristwatch. Okay, in that watch we can observe like arrows, keys, even key, arrows, even shell, everything is there. But that watch completely not produced by a single producer. Definitely the different, what we can say, ancillary industries. We can say like ancillary means those which are helpful to the complete product. For example, the key produced by some producer, arrows produced by some producer, cabin produced by some producer, glass produced by some producer, like shell produced by some producer. Okay, even what we can say like a machine under the in the inside of the watch, what is there, that machine, so that is also produced by some producer. Even belt or chain, okay, links, everything produced by some other producer, like this. So those which are produced by some producer, used by another producer, how? As material input, they are called as intermediate goods. For example, take it as which one example, like a mobile phone. In mobile phone, so even like a glass display produced by some producer. Okay, as like a sim produced by some other producer, right? So like this, goods which are produced by some producer and used by some other producer, okay, as a material input. But these goods are not calculated into national income. Why? If we calculate this one, intermediate goods, because these goods again we will use for production of another commodity. That's why in calculating of national income, it is not possible to include. We should calculate only final goods, not intermediate goods. If we calculate intermediate goods, that time we should calculate like through a double counting. So that's why to avoid double counting, we should ignore the intermediate goods, because intermediate goods used in the production of another commodity. So intermediate goods means goods which are produced by some producer and used by another producer, okay, as a material input. For example, in a bike, the tires are produced by some producer. Even engine produced by some producer, like what we are using in the bike. So everything produced by some producer and used by another producer as a material input. For For example, see, used as raw material or inputs for production of other commodities. But these are not final goods. Why? Because again these goods used in the production of completion of other commodity. Completion of other commodity. For example, steel sheets used for making automobiles. Copper used for making utensils. Raw cotton used to produce cotton cloths. Wood used to produce furniture. Best example, wood used to produce furniture. Okay, some person definitely cut the wood pieces, and some producer prepared like a planing. After that, some producers using the same wood to make furnitures like sofa, like chairs, okay, table, like this. Definitely, wood is a produced by like it's a natural good. Wood is a natural good, but he will give the producer will give different shape. Okay, the same using another same thing used by some other producer. So that's why intermediate goods means those goods which are used by some producer and used by another producer as material input. As material input. So in this also we can see durable and also non-durable. Okay. So here very important, intermediate goods, raw material are inputs or production of other commodities. These are not final goods. Okay. For example, steel sheets used for making automobiles, copper used for making utensils, raw cotton used to produce cloths like cotton cloths, wood used to produce furnitures in different shapes. Okay. So this is example for intermediate goods. Intermediate goods in name only is there, mediate. It is helpful to production of another commodity. This is also a commodity produced by some producer, used by another producer as a material input. As a material input. Okay. Up to this types of goods. In next class we will discuss about stock and flow. Okay. Already we discussed about meaning of national income and meaning of final goods, examples, and also consumption goods, intermediate goods, okay, and capital goods. We discussed that one only. So we are discussing national income accounting chapter. So it consists 20 marks. This chapter weightage is 20 marks. Don't forget. Okay, up to like consumption goods, intermediate goods, and final goods, and also capital goods. Okay, we will continue next class. Thank you.